Hey, this week I want to talk to you about empathy. Typically, empathy is thought of in different terms like cognitive, compassionate, but I want to actually introduce four that come from a book by Marshall Goldsmith, and it's empathy of caring, empathy of feeling, empathy of understanding, and empathy of doing. And I'll break these down real quick. Empathy of caring. The example of this would be why physicians can't work on their children because they care. They care so much. Empathy of understanding. You can put yourself in the place of that person. Empathy of feeling. You feel what they feel. Empathy of doing or empathy of acting is someone expresses something to you and you want to fix it. It's kind of sometimes considered white knight. Now, as I'm going through these, you can probably identify pretty strongly with one of them. I know my wife will be the first one to try and help fix the thing. Empathy of doing, empathy of acting is her strongest piece. And for her, empathy of feeling genuinely for the other person while they're experiencing is probably one of her lesser used empathy traits, but we all have the capability to do it. So this week, I'd like to challenge you to think about which type of empathy you use, recognizing that there is an up and a downside, because when you care so much, it can prevent you from being effective, or when you understand so deeply, perhaps you are actually centering yourself over the other person. When you have an empathy of feeling and your feeling is just so overwhelming, their feelings become yours. And empathy of doing, sometimes fixing isn't necessary or wanted. So think about which empathy category you fall into this week and work on using empathy flexibility, which is utilizing the empathy most appropriate for the situation at hand, even if it is one that you are less comfortable with. Because empathy, as Brené Brown says, is the process in which you are sitting with and sharing space with, creating space for someone else to say, I'm right here with you. It is not to fix necessarily, but it is to share space and to say where you are is okay. I would love to hear about your exploration of your own empathy and in your observations of others. Can't wait to see you tonight.